Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Finland TalentMatch Explore Fair. Today's first speaker is Vihtori from Missing Link, and if you have questions for Vihtori, please write in the Q&A section. The stage is yours, Vihtori.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you for being here. Are you seeing my screen? I guess that is yes.
Now it's visible.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So, since this is a job fair, and since we are looking for marketing and sales interns, we are concentrating on challenges what we have found when going from the deep tech to actual product, and from there trying to make a sale. And hopefully this will be an interesting presentation. So yeah, my name is Vihtori Lehtonen. I'm CEO of a company called Missing Link, and we are a deep tech company. We also have a commercial product called Renki. So overall, what we do at Missing Link is that we are making these radio sensors. We can see what kind of transmissions and stuff are at the ether, and trying to get the sense what is the sensor surrounding. So basically, if you have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, LoRaWAN, Zigbee, 5G, 4G, some sort of radio what is emitting to the air, we can see it. And I'm sure that you're wondering that, how is it legal, or how it's done. But Renki is basically the system what allows people to opt in to that system. So that's basically what we are doing in electronics and from system. So, like I said, we do have a product family. There is this WiSE system, which is basically the exactly the system what allows us to see the wireless communications. And then we do have a Renki platform, which is basically like a miniature LinkedIn for a job environment. So you can log in like you would do in Facebook or WhatsApp or one of the other platforms. You create a profile, and from there you can allow the system to see you when you are at the surroundings of our sensors. And that's how it works. So it's a kind of a long journey for the data to be used for a job environment to allow your colleagues and co-workers to see you where you are at the office. So, so this is exactly what it does. And one of the key points of the system is that it's a, in Europe we have the GDPR, so we have to play by the rules of the governments, and we all think that it's a good idea, isn't it? We are not like some other countries, so we don't want to spy anybody. And it also kind of one of the challenges in the trust building for the platform, also for the product itself, the Renki, so that how people are receiving the information these days has been formed in a way that decision makers they usually rely on public peer or digital impressions what they take before or make before they even take action and call us or any other vendor of any kind of tech. And that seems to be the the problem or a shift what we have seen from the 90s these days. So that's the challenge what we have when we are talking about the sales and marketing. So what the buyers are expecting is basically that they want to know how the data is going to be used, where it's stored, and all that. Since people have been fed, and it's a good thing again, all about the privacy aspects of the data gathering, etc. So we want to make sure that when we are presenting our tech to the public and to the potential buyers or users, that it would be clear that how the data is collected, gathered, and shared with others. And since as you know, your data is your data, not ours, even though that we are the ones who, or our sensors are the ones which are gathering it. So what I think that we have to do to be able to succeed with our journey with Renki and with any kind of digital product whatsoever these days is that we're actually trying to get attention, focus of some other people at the same time being when you're trying to make a sale. So there's lots of this noise, what is happening since the marketing has come so easy. So how to get attention for the proper kind of buyers for your company's journey is a challenge. And the challenge is exactly that, how to make it so that people can go and browse the information from the internet or some good source about the product and how to make them, let's say, think by themselves and get beyond the noise of everything else, TikTok and all the things what people usually do in daily basis. So, like I most likely have said now, our biggest challenge in Renki is that how to make so that people understand how the privacy is handled and how the product is actually using it in a benefit for the user, not for anything else. It's one of the key things and the challenges. So the misunderstanding GDPR to start with, it seems to be the challenge of the public. So there is, from the marketing point of view, a lot to be made before it would be feasible to even start selling. So yeah, it's basically the same thing. The users, they would like to experience the system before they are even considering buying, or they want to know a peer stakeholder who has already experienced the new system. It's almost like when you think about back in 2000 when the Facebook was coming in, it was taking a long time and lots of marketing effort before people were signing into the system. And now we know that it wasn't so good, at least from my point of view. So, so it is the challenge, and there is a few like things what we can make to make it more easier journey for the customer to find us and for us to be able to sell product. So there's these steps what we have been identified this far. So one is being the like a customer funnel from the sources from the internet or from the events or whatnot, how to make it so that it's aligned with the sales effort. So how to make it so that when people are finding the information about the company, about the system, how they can easily come to our website and learn more about it. So it's almost like the guerrilla marketing. It's not sales. It's just trying to give out the information so that the buyers can make their own decisions. Of course, there is a normal persona modeling and planning. So who is our buyers and that kind of stuff. So the system is free to use, so there is nothing for it from the end user. But since we do have these sensors, which has to be installed for the premises where you want to use, the example, the office setup or a factory, you need to have a factory owner or a building facilities representative interested about like occupational levels in the building or security or access control about the things, even though that so what kind of other benefits there is than just knowing where is Valdo, basically. So it's one of the challenges. And of course the legal documentation. So even though that we have the blank text that everybody has seen in any kind of system, that you have to read this all, and nobody ever does that for the legal documentation. We have to make it simpler. We have to make lots of examples of how and which conditions this particular thing is applying. Example, if we have this application that you can open a door with Renki app. So there is a security feature that for that specific instance, we want to know, or the facility owner wants to know, that your phone, which you are tapping to the NFC code, it's actually at the premises. So even though we have our other sensors, we are also relying on X amount of other security features. And one of the features is to know some other sources than our own, where your device is. So that's one of the examples that how we need to get permission from the user of the phone to go and allow us to go and check your phone's location. It's not on all the time, but that specific use case needs that it's at the legal documentation. So that's a good example that it's not we are not spying anybody for no reason for any point of time, but for that specific time we have to, because otherwise the security of the building would be compromised. So how to make that like tick on the minds of the end user, that's the like a challenge. So one of the things what we could do is a user case studies. Example, that thing, how to get through the door, how we are securing that nobody else than the users and who has access for the specific door can open it. So we need to do lots of different kind of marketing material, basically. But it's different from the normal kind of like marketing, like buy now. It's not like that. It's more like this is how it works. These are the facts, and it's simplified enough so that people can understand it. Yeah, and then how to do the visuals. You have seen my presentation. It's not great. I'm an engineer, not the designer, and such. And of course, there is a lot to be made at the actual system, how it could be more user friendly and da 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 da. So there has to be a feedback loop from the test users, what we currently have, about how the features work and what could be better, such. Yeah. So basically, we have to teach the market. I know that it's a lame thing and it's a time-consuming thing. It's not something that it's easily done. It takes lots of time and effort, and we are just starting from that side of things. We have we have made the tech. We haven't made the sales or marketing before this, and actually that's why at the moment at the job fair we are also trying to find a marketing and sales intern, if that wasn't clear from my profile before. So like summarize all of this, it doesn't matter what kind of great tech you have if you cannot like transmit that how great it is, if you cannot communicate and build trust for the market, the sale cannot happen before. And at Renki, we are hoping that when we are transparent about it, what it does, and have a dialogue with the market, we can make it happen with sale. So yeah, basically it's the same thing. I haven't slept before, apparently. So yeah, maybe we just skip that. So this is the second last slide. So like I said, in this job fair, we are hoping to get people who are interested about the tech, interested about knowing more on or trying to build a career from the sales or marketing side of things. This would be an opportunity for somebody to try to make the complex ideas of the loony engineers something what can actually be at the market. So if you are studying from the field, or if you are hoping to get or trying to get the some sort of work experience from the field, we have some openings, but I have to remind you guys, they're still the startup phase. We have bootstrapped it for 10 years, so we don't have any investments in. We are not a big company. We are not a successful company, at least not yet. So basically, Finnish market, I'm sure that you know what it is these days. It's hard. It's also hard when you are, having a company. But there's opportunities out there, and I think that if we can help each other out, example, if you are trying to find the internship place from the field, we could be one of the options. And for that, that's about it. If you have any questions, if you want to contact us, there is the link to do so. And I didn't put Renki Systems website here for some reason, but it's Renki.app. So you can go and check if you like what is the marketing these days, what are the biggest challenges in the website, and think what we supposed to do next time. I'm hoping to get some input on that as well. And thank you for your time.
Thank you, Vihtori. That was wonderful presentation. There are a few questions in a Q&A session. So there is a person who is living in the UK and holding an Indian passport. If he plans to relocate after getting a job offer, will his application still be considered? What do you think?
Of course, we take it case by case, but and let's say it this way, sometimes it's slow at the start of growth. Sometimes it's very, rapid changes. So of course there is a very, very, very slight chance that there would be a positive outcome of everything, but it it wouldn't hurt if you sent your CV just in case, so that if the situations in the everything what's got to do with the company itself changes, then there might be a opportunity. So we don't know before we know, and I think that is always the case.
That was nice. Then there is a question how to apply jobs in Missing Link.
Yeah, so send the open letter and your CV to contact dash us at missinglink.fi. So basically, exactly the website what was at the last slide.
Okay, then somebody's think doesn't that Missing Link doesn't has a career page. What do you think about that idea?
What kind of page?
A career page, like a how to. It's normally like a.
Career page. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we used to have it. Maybe actually, yeah. It's at the moment, since there is this thing called how the company is structured. So when you think about Microsoft, do you think about Windows? How about, is the whole Windows Microsoft, or is the whole Microsoft just Windows? So in Missing Link, Missing Link is Missing Link, and that's the DTech side of things. And then we have Renki, which is the let's say similar kind of thing than Windows would be. So there is a career page in Renki.app. So, but like I said, the easiest way would be just to apply via email.
Okay, and then there is one more question. Can you share more about the open positions, requirements, on-site, hybrid, remote, how long it lasts, and so on? What kind of?
Yeah, so we have had about 40 interns during the 10 years in different kind of positions, in different kind of skill sets and such. So it varies a lot. So at the moment, there is example 4 interns for tech positions, and they have variables of the skill set, and we are trying to always match for the skill set. So one of the things what I have found, since I have a background in diversity as a staff as well, is that people are different, and their cases are different. So it's very hard to define what we are looking for. It's also very hard to find right candidate if we do. And when there is an internship, I think the first rule of thumb is that there has to be something for the student or the learner. So if we cannot provide that, some sort of path to go and learn more or understand more, there is no use of coming for the internship to start with. And then the second rule, of course, that the second rule is that we have to get as a work something done as equal as somebody from our own staff would do it, or if we do have like the more interns as a whole, they need to do more than one of our staff members. Otherwise, it would be waste time for all of us again. So, long story short, don't know, but if you apply, we will reply.
Yep. So that's good to know. And then there is a question that are the position for software development? What tech stack and skill set do you require?
Well,
I know this is a hard one.
I don't think that we have time for that. Missing Link is doing the electronics for the devices. They are doing the embedded systems for the devices. They are doing the data funnel from the embedded systems via some protocol and platform, and it could be wired or wireless. It goes to the database, and then we have the mobile apps for and web app. So, and for all the platforms, so iOS, Android, Google TV, and there is a lot. We don't have time for it. Sorry.
Yes, I understand. Is there something that you would still like to say? We have few minutes time.
Not really. I think that I was, not most likely the most efficient use of time, but
yeah,
hopefully we're getting something out of it, and hopefully I was able, if nothing else, I was able to get across the idea that how the market of these kind of tech solutions or any kind of platform has changed since the 90s. So if nothing else, the giveaway should be that if you are at anywhere near to the position in this kind of tech or solutions and you're trying to make a sales, these were the problems and are going to be the problems of the future as well. So that it's about how to get enough time for somebody else to actually learn about your tech and solution and understand what would be the benefit for them to use it. Since tech is out there, there's a bunch of it. There's too much about it. You can make an example about the AI and all the solutions which are fairly similar for each other. What is the different feature what you have, what could lead to the sales if somebody could understand it, and how to make them understand it. That is the struggle.
Okay. And then there's one more question quickly. The database you mentioned that the word database, then can we apply if there is any open position?
Of course, and it only problem what we have with the CVs is that we have to destroy them at some point of time. So as the EU's data access, and it's and GDPR. After 2 years, even though it's somebody, if you're not active and you're not sending us a message and such, we cannot keep it. So even if we would have a great candidate, if we don't contact them or if they don't contact us, we cannot keep the data of your personal data per se. So you can always apply. Yes.
So thank you, Vihtori, and thank you for our great audience. This was this today. And the session in the track continues at 10:40 with the presentation of Ilmiö Talent. Thank you, everyone, and have a great day.
Thank you.